What's up, guys? Anthony Payne asked a question the other day. He wants to know about franchises, what my opinion is about them. I got a lot of thoughts about them. I got to let you know, I haven't researched this topic, so I don't have any facts and figures to give you, but I kind of know how it works. Actually, when I was a kid, my dad owned a cleaning franchise briefly, and he told me about some of his experiences. And over the years, I've known a lot of janitors because I've been in this business for quite a while now. And I've met some people who have been franchisees. And so I feel like I know quite a bit about it. I don't know everything about every single franchise, but I'll just give you my experience. What happens is there's something called a master franchisee. And he might buy into JanPro or another large commercial cleaning company. And he'll buy a big territory, like a whole state or a whole city. And then what he does is he hires franchisees under him. And so that would be like you and I. We would pay him $10,000, and then he would now give us some contracts that he has in his territory. Now, the way he got these contracts was by lowballing, big time. He goes out, he gives the lowest possible price to the customers so that they do business with him. Then he sends you out to go do the work. But since he low bid it, you're not making enough money to even get the job done. You certainly can't hire anybody to do the work for you. And so what happens is the customer will pay him directly. They pay the master franchisee directly. Then the master franchisee, he pays you. And he deducts royalties. And so not only did you pay him $10,000 to be part of his territory, now every single check that he's giving you, he's taking 25% right off the top. So he already low bid it, plus he's taking a cut out of that. And so when you're out there doing the work, you're now making less than minimum wage. That's why you can't hire anybody to work for you, because you're not even making enough money to pay for labor. What happens is, my personal belief is they're taking advantage of illegal immigrants and people who are new to this country, and they don't understand the labor laws. They don't understand that they have rights. And I don't know how they get involved in this, but you see a lot of Hispanic people in particular who go out and get these janitorial jobs, and they're not even making minimum wage. They're totally getting ripped off and totally being taken advantage of. Now, what this master franchisee will do is he sells these franchises to people, and then he uses them and burns through that relationship. He will burn these people out. He will make them work all day, every day, for less than minimum wage until they start to catch on. Now, eventually, you catch on. You're like, what the hell? I'm not making any money at all. I bought into this franchise because I want to be a business owner. I want to improve my life. I want to make jobs for my friends and family. And I want to live a good life. That's why I paid $10,000 to get into this. But now I'm not even making minimum wage. This is a ripoff. So what inevitably will happen is you quit showing up to work. Or you cancel your contract, or you sell it to somebody else. And then he just finds the next person and burns them out. And that's how he stays in business, is just by finding new people to do the work and just burning them out, burning them out, burning them out, one after another after another. And these contractors or franchisees never stick with the master franchisor or master franchisee long enough to make the customers happy. So the customers are like, well, what the hell? Every single person's falling through. Every single person's not showing up. Every single person isn't very well trained. And it's because it's not worth it to the person doing all the work. And so the customer gets treated very poorly. And they might be stuck in this contract, but they hate the franchise. And so as soon as that contract is up, they're done. They walk away. They don't even renew the contract. And the master franchisee, he doesn't care. He's already got contracts with new people down the road. And he's just burning through customer relationships at the same time. And when I come in and I do my walkthroughs with my business, it's not a franchise, a lot of customers will ask, are you a franchise? Or do you own this business directly? Or do you work for someone else? And they want to know because they know about the scam now. They've already been burned by a couple of franchises, and they know they're not going to hire any more franchises. And so even if you join this franchise and for some reason you keep sticking around, it's very hard to get new customers because a lot of customers already know that it's a ripoff and they don't want to work with you. So I would never do a franchise. There's a lot of benefits to doing a franchise. They might give you all the paperwork. They might put you through some training. Your master franchisee, he's going to get you all of the clients. And they do a lot of the business side of things. And, you know, maybe you think that it's a good idea just to step into a system that already works. But it's not going to work. It's going to be a huge pain in the ass. And the real big problem that I have with this isn't the fact that you get taken advantage of. That happens in business. Sometimes you do work and you're just not compensated for it. Sometimes you spend a lot of money and you got ripped off. That all sucks, of course. But when you're learning, what else are you going to do? You know, you gotta get taken advantage of. I mean, you don't have to, but it's kind of inevitable. It probably will happen every once in a while. So it's not that you get taken advantage of that bothers me. What bothers me is there's hardworking people who have a dream, who want to improve their life, and they have a vision for something that they want to accomplish. And so they invest into this. They save up their money. They get their tax return. However they come up with it, they get it from their friends and family. And then they buy into this dream and it doesn't work out. And then they get crushed. And they've got other responsibilities. They've got house payments, car payments, they've got kids. And they feel like, I just took this big risk. This was my shot and it didn't work. Everything must be a scam. And then they give up on that dream of being a business owner. And they give up, they start thinking that the world's against them and that they can never get ahead. And it just crushes their spirit so much that they might not ever fully recover. They might not ever go out on another limb and try to get into business for themselves again. And that's what I hate about multi-level marketing schemes. That's, I don't know. That's what bothers me about these ripoffs. Now, I want to tell you another thing because it's kind of related. A lot of janitorial owners, I know a lot of people who want to get into the business always present this business idea to me. They have this idea that they want to start a janitorial company and they want to go out and get all these contracts. And then they want to hire subcontractors to go out and do all the cleaning. This industry runs rampant with that business model. And it rips people off left and right. So much so that most states actually have laws that prevent janitorial companies from running their business in that manner. Because if you hire subcontractors, a lot of people are skirting around the labor laws because now you're hiring other business owners. You're not hiring employees. And so a lot of times people will work for a whole month. They don't get a paycheck. They finally turn in their invoice to the business owner, and that business owner has another 30 days to pay them. So they're working 60 full days before they even get one paycheck. And then if the customers complain or anything like that, well, then the original business owner, they deduct that pay out of the person doing all the labor. And if you don't believe me, or if you think that's how you want to run your business, just look up the Cheesecake Factory in Southern California. They got hit with a $1 million fine, maybe more than $1 million, maybe $1.5 million, because they were hiring a cleaning company that did exactly that. And so a lot of states actually hold businesses accountable to how their janitorial company is being run. So if you own a big restaurant, it's up to the restaurant owner to investigate the janitorial company and make sure that they're paying all of their workers a fair wage. And the laws are different in every state. I don't want to go into all that because that's not what this video is about. But I get really pissed when people want to start a business and then just pass the work to other people. Of course, you could give the work to your own employees. You know, if you could provide regular hours and benefits and a secure, safe work environment for people, do that. But don't just get contracts and then pass the contracts on to other people. It does not work that way. Your business will not grow. I'm not going to get into all that stuff, and that's just my opinion. You might be able to figure out a way to do it, but, you know, it's such a big problem that there's laws on the books for this type of thing. So stay away from franchises, and if you want to start a cleaning company, do it the right way. Learn how to run a business. If you take hits, learn from those hits and keep going and keep moving forward. And learn to operate your business with integrity. So Anyway, guys, if you want to do what you want, when you want, how you want, for who you want, and how much you want, subscribe to my channel, and I'll teach you guys as much as I can about running an ethical business where you could actually make a lot of money and improve your life. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.